Are we looking at 1 to 2 hikes next year or 3 to 4? What is your sense?
Well, I'm not going to put much stock by consensus views because look what happened last year. Right? Whether it's stocks or bonds or the FOMC, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think, I take a cynical view of central banks, and I think that they work on behalf of their governments. So there is a limit to how far rates can rise. That said...
meaning, okay, one of the big risks or worries had been, look, if the Fed goes, oh my God, here's the new inflation forecast, we're going to have to go faster, more aggressive, and harder than expected. That could kill the Trump rally. What you're saying is, no, they're going to play ball with Washington, and this Trump rally is going to continue.
No, the Trump rally is in equities, and equities are very macro-driven, sentiment-driven trade. I don't know how long that'll last. Could be a month, could be 2.
Only a month? You don't think this could be a longer term?
It could be, but, it's a bet, and I don't like to make bets like that. Equities are a bet.
It's a bet on Trump?
It's a bet on equities and on sentiment. For every argument why equities should have risen post the election, a day post the election, you can find as good an argument why they should have fallen. Now, if the initial reaction had been down, everyone would have been out there with a good reason why equities should have fallen. And we would be now maybe 10% lower and fully explaining that move.
What are those reasons, Brian? Why should equities have fallen?
Well, I'll make one, a number of arguments why equities should be down, especially U.S. equities. Rates are higher. Rates are higher. Rates are substantially higher. The 10-year is 1% higher than it was at the low this year. That's 1% more.
But the thing is, you're talking about the delta, the change and the speed of change. That's been huge, of course, right? But relatively speaking, rates are still remarkably low, aren't they?
They went from silly low to acutely low.